This lesson will explain how to add a product to OSCAR-PriceMonitor. One very fast way to do it is to use the import button, but that is covered in a different video. For now, we'll add a product manually by clicking the Add button in the upper left corner, and the first thing that happens is a pop-up screen asks you to put in an item number. So we'll just call this the GF345, and we'll make it a key tag. And we'll say that this key tag has a manufactured cost of 47 cents. And hit the Continue button. Next step is to put in our quantities. So we'll say that we'll sell this in the 250 quantity and the 500 quantity, and then 1,000, 2,500, 5,000, and 10,000. And just to demonstrate a point, we're going to go up to as high as 25,000 as well. In the small quantity, we'll sell it on an A, and the next quantity on a B, next two quantities we'll say on a C, then a D, and in the last two quantities on an E. Now when I go to put in my cost of 47 cents and I go to the next column, I'm prompted to inquire whether I want to use 47 cents as the cost for all the quantities. In this case I'm going to say yes, but if you say no, it'll allow you to put a different cost in for each of those quantities. And now the last step is determine what gross margin you want to use to determine your selling price. So let's start out in the first column by using 55%. In the second column we'll go down a little bit to say 53%, and then maybe in the next column down a little bit lower to 51%. In the 2,500 quantity, let's go to 48. In the 5,000 quantity, 46. At 10,000, we'll go to 43. And in the highest quantity, 25,000, we'll go down as low as 39%. And you can see that the net prices are automatically calculated, and so are the list prices. You can determine how you want the decimal places to show up. Let's say you were selling some very inexpensive products and you wanted to display them to 4 decimal points. You can do that as well. Now these little red indicators at the top indicate what is your highest published quantity. So in this example, I'm going to make 10,000 my highest published quantity, leaving 25,000 in the system so that I could refer to it for custom quotes. Or perhaps you only want 5,000 to be your highest quantity. Just click on the colored indicator above the column to indicate which one is the highest. As soon as you have any quantities published, your discount code automatically appears in the lower right corner, so you don't have to worry about making any manual mistakes for publishing the correct discount code in your catalog. Now, if any error were to be made, such as the selection of a gross margin that's too high, notice that what happens is you get a warning indicator suggesting that here your net price in the 1,000 quantity is higher than the net price in the 500 quantity. And you wouldn't want to have that kind of a discrepancy go into print, so the best thing to do is resolve it here. Several ways you can do that. You can either bring the gross margin down to what it should have been, or you can pick a price that's perhaps in between those two. Well, I guess $1.79 isn't low enough to make it work, so you pick a correct price. You could look at your price in your first quantity and say that you might not be able to sell that for $2.09 because you've got competition, so you just choose a different list price, and you may have to make some other adjustments as you go along, but all of it is flexible, allowing you to update anything by putting in either a new gross margin, a new net price, a new list price. Everything automatically calculates for you.